Hey, welcome to the Beach Family Farm. We're a brand new homestead that's just starting out. Less than 6 months after moving to our new property, we're just getting going. There's 5 of us. We're a tribe of 5. We've got my wife, me, and our 3 sons. We're just getting things kicked off. After 22 years of moving around the country as a military family, we finally found the place that we want to call home, our homestead. Welcome. All right, so like I said, we just got here about 6 months ago, moved in June time frame. Right now it is New Year's Day, so happy 2020 to everybody. But we've got some projects going on and trying to figure out, where do we get started. Did a lot of reading, did a lot of research on where to get this homestead dream kicked off, right? Where to start the journey. And like any journey, the first step is the hardest. Long and hard. We did our research, realized that the greenhouse was going to be the key component, and getting our seeds sowed and ready for planting, and then eventually harvesting down the road to become more sustainable and support ourselves much more than we have previously and through our lives together. So the greenhouse was the first project. You see it behind me. We decided to go pretty darn big with it. It's 42 feet long. It's 18 feet wide, and I'm facing due south right now, so its orientation right now is we have it facing north-south, and we have our smoked ends. We use smoked plastic on the ends so that we can provide some more shade to the greenhouse during very sunny days. We don't want to get it too hot. I haven't provided ventilation yet. We'll do that this spring. Once we get it to where we want. We're maintaining about 75 degrees in it right now, so we're good with that. But this is an exciting week. There's a lot of hustle and bustle around the greenhouse because we're getting our bulbs. We were fortunate enough to find a local supplier who's provided us a bunch of bulbs. So we're getting those bulbs in pots. They're going to weather outside of the greenhouse for the rest of the winter, and then we'll eventually transplant those. But inside, over the past 2 days, we finally got some seeds in, and I did a lot of searching, did a lot of looking at the internet. There's a lot of things out there on how to properly build a greenhouse, a lot of different designs, and took what I liked of those designs and kind of came up with my own system in building this one. Ad-libbed it a little bit, as you can tell by this wall. This wall is actually is set up to house 2 bigger vents that are going to go in later in the winter, early spring. So that's what this is about. And then a runner on the bottom. So a lot of people, we used 2x4 at 3 foot all the way around. I know a lot of people who build a PVC style hoop house and use the rebar supports. Usually build those to the ground. We built those up about 3 feet because we have some dogs and animals around here. So eventually this will be hard-sided across the bottom to help protect from intruders and dogs and those types of things. So if you come with me, we'll take you on a little tour of the greenhouse and get you up to speed on how we built it. Come on. So welcome inside our greenhouse here. And like I said, it is framed out of 2x4s all the way around. 2x4s, we up to 3 feet here, runner across the side. And then we took the 12-inch piece of rebar, we drilled a hole, put it down in that support so that it sat down about 6 inches, and then has 6 inches exposed, and then put our PVC pipe directly onto that rebar. And that this is a 10-foot piece of PVC pipe that is then tied into a 5-foot section across the top, and then to another 10-foot section over on the other side to come down and build the hoop. So that roof sits right at about 11 feet. Right about 11 feet. We've had some, we get some roof sag, a little bit of roof sag when we get rain with little to no wind. But if we have wind, that'll blow the water off the top. We don't have any roof sag. And we do have a safety support system that we put into place anytime we're not working in here, and anytime possibly going to get rain. So we'll just prop this up. It just sets in the center, and just provides a little bit of added support to the roof in case we get some heavy rains. But we've got been pretty successful. We're maintaining about 65% humidity and getting temperatures upwards of 75. Fully understanding that ideal climate that is closer to 80, but we were able to sow some seeds. So we over the past couple days got those going. We should be start to see them bud here in the next 3 weeks, and then we'll get those things moving on. We've got our tomatoes, peppers, and those types of things ready to roll. Get the veggie garden started early. I think we're about we're probably more like 9 weeks, 8-9 weeks. I say 8 max. You know, sow your seeds about 8 weeks before the last frost. I'd anticipate it's probably going to be 8 to 9, but getting a good jump start on it. Like I said, this is the first time we've ever done this. We can read, but until you actually do it with your hands and do it yourself, you don't know how things are going to turn out. So we're giving it our best effort, and we're going to make some mistakes on the way. It's going to be a long journey, I'm sure, and it's not always the destination, it's the journey. That's the best part. So come along with us if you'd like. If you like what you're seeing so far, hit the subscribe button, and don't be afraid to give us one of those big old thumbs ups. All right, thank you very much. See you next time.